Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. We're the Garza Twins. I'm Britta.
And I'm Carli.
We would love it if you would subscribe down below and hit the thumbs up if you like this video. Today we're doing a get ready with us. We're just going to chat, put on some makeup, so let's get into it. Just going in with the Tarte corrector.
Me too.
I'm just going to use my finger today. Usually I use a brush, but I was going to say, you're doing my technique. I always use my finger. I also didn't really prep my under eyes, so this could be bad, but it's okay.
What do you mean prep?
Like I usually use the Cure under eye balm, and I like put that down and then let it sit for a second before going in with this. I actually really love that product. I feel like mine's expiring and I've used like half of it. Like the fill weight is pretty big. I also still haven't fixed my nail. If you saw on Instagram stories, my nail polish just popped off this finger. It's like never happened to me before. Really bizarre, but I need to fix it.
My skin has been breaking out.
I know, I have this breakout on my chin and I never get breakouts there. I'm like wondering why.
It honestly just looks so dry and gross.
I don't get it, but yeah. It's just the weather. I think when the weather changes so abruptly, like we go from having a super gloomy day to like a really sunny day, and then the temperature too. It's been fluctuating between like the 50s and then it'll be like in the 60s. So
I know.
I think it's just hard.
I know we like can't complain because other parts of the country have it far worse, but it really is awful when the weather's like this.
I'm definitely ready for spring. We're filming this on the 13th of March, so technically we only have like a couple weeks until spring, and I really hope the weather starts to like level out. Like I love a gloomy day, I stand by that, but I think we've had one too many this year.
Yeah.
We don't pay this much to live here for gloomy days, you know?
It's been constant.
Yeah. I'm just using the Kosas foundation. I'm honestly trying to use this, not up, but before it expires, because I forget that like, well, they have that whole controversy with the concealer and they don't put preservatives in their, or at least the one that I recognize in their products. So I'm like, oh, I don't want this to like go bad. And I do love it. I've been trying to use this like nearly every day. I forgot my Fit Glow concealer in the bathroom, but going in with that. You're still on foundation?
Yeah. Well, I put concealer on.
Oh. Speaking of California, this is something cool we did. Shopify was doing like a webinar for all businesses based in California. Northern California, Southern California, everywhere. And they had like a congressman on there and was it like a state representative? Yeah, I forget. Or the treasurer maybe? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the state treasurer, I think that's right. And then the like is he the CFO or CEO of Shopify? Harvey, I don't know, but they did this webinar to show you how to get like grants and loans through the state, like basically breaking down all the resources. And basically the gist of it was like to find a local, there's like these, I don't know, resources all over that can help you with grants. And so now we're gonna look into that for our businesses, and it was just very cool. It was one of those things where it's like, yes, it's so expensive to have a business in California, but it was eye-opening to see that like they said majority of the Shopify businesses are based in California. And it's just sort of like that American dream feeling like in California. Like there's just so many entrepreneurs here, and it's really nice to be surrounded by like-minded people. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, I'm hoping that something comes from it because like Carli said, we pay so much to have a business here. And we pay more because we constantly forget when things are due. It's true. It's so hard. Late fees. Like we didn't pay our LLC tax for last year. Like 2022, and so we owed like $1,600 all at once. They're all due at different times. Yeah, it's like insane, and we can't keep up. Like I thought we had them all written down, but we didn't. But it's fine. You live and you learn. We just learn slower than most. Yeah. I'm going in with the Makeup Revolution Cream Bronzer. I picked up the shade Light recently, and my first impression of this was I thought it was like too light. I wanted something in between light and medium, but the more that I use it, I actually really like it because it does have that more like yellow undertone that I like on my skin tone. And this formula is just so, like, it does take some blending, but it's really thick, so I feel like it stays where you put it, and that's what I like the most about it. And with the medium shade, I feel like it was less forgiving on my skin because if like I blended not enough, it would look splotchy in places. Whereas this light, like you can use too much and it's not gonna look bad. So I do like this. I feel like come summertime, I'll probably go back to medium, but I do really like this. I'm using my Rare Beauty bronzer. It's probably like my go-to cream bronzer. And I have the shade, is it Soul? Happy Soul. And I always thought it was weird that they said this was like their most neutral of the ones they originally launched. And it's pretty warm on me, but yeah, I'm almost out. But now they have new shades, and there's one that's like
so nice.
Yeah, more of like a cool tone shade.
Is it called Bright Side?
Yeah, Bright Side. So I think I'm gonna order that during the sale because I'm like almost out. I feel like
I don't need another cream bronzer, but here we are.
I know, but I love this formula. This formula is the best, and it's so easy to travel with because it's just. And I've talked about this before, but they did a really good job tooling the component because the cap like snaps on, so you don't worry about it coming off. I opened up good packaging. A new Kosas Cloud Set powder, and it did that like hard pan thing. And that's never happened to me before. Kind of annoying, but it's happened to me every time. I don't know
really know how to
that
avoid
never
it.
happened to me. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, I don't really know how to avoid it, but now it's like not ruined, but like the whole top is like this.
It's fine. But obviously I like can't ever be without this stuff. Also, I want to mention that we've been doing, not daily quite, but we're like working our way up to it. Get Ready With Me is over on TikTok. We are just kind of trying to like narrow down the type of content we do on there because for a while we were doing, I think, too much. And so if you're interested in that, we do them separately, obviously, because it would be really hard for both of us to fit in the frame. Yeah. Maybe we'll do like a TikTok live sometime. But follow us over there because I feel like I've been trying to like use makeup products I don't always use, so it's more interesting for people to watch. But yeah, so all that to say, this might be redundant if you have been watching our TikToks, but I need to mention this. I went back to this Ilia Drawn In bronzer to try to use it up, and this is just such a good bronzer.
You still have that? I guess I probably still have it.
It's like the perfect neutral tone, and it's such a nice smooth formula. So
yeah, I'll never forget
like they launched that during 2020 when like the world was shut down.
Yeah.
And I remember we were home, working from home, and they sent it to us, and I wore it every day. Like we were just literally working from home, barely on video calls at that point. And I remember just being like, oh, if I put nothing else on today, I'm gonna put on that Ilia bronzer.
Yeah, so I feel like I'm gonna repurchase this. Maybe I'll get it during the sale because I love this in terms of a matte bronzer. I like the Jaclyn Hill one that I've been using a lot, but this is just really special.
This is new to me, the Heaven's Glow blush from M Cosmetics in the shade Baroque. I've wanted this forever, and now I have it in my collection. I really like this formula. I love baked blushes and bronzers. If you didn't know, they're usually made in Italy. They're usually really expensive, so that's why they're usually priced higher. I think they're always made in Italy, actually. I don't know if anyone in the US has the capabilities for baked. And they're just, it's just like such a beautiful process, and so I always appreciate baked powders.
Yeah, and they're usually talc-free.
Yeah, and the M ones I really like, but previously I like loved the Venetian Rose color, but I didn't love the Magic Hour color. And this one is like a nude, and so it's definitely my new favorite. Like I love, it doesn't have a ton of color, it's just a little. And these are actually, shouldn't have put highlighter on because they're essentially like a highlighter and blush in one. They're so shimmery. I feel like we're doing similar looks because I'm going in with the Colourpop Voile Super Shock Cheek. This is one of the pearlized blushes. These are so underrated. I never hear anyone talk about them, and they are such a stunning formula. It's just like pretty pigmented, so you definitely have to have like a light hand. But I love this color, and it's the same type of deal where it's like a highlighter blush in one. I think it was Angela, what's her last name? Park or Pack?
Oh, okay, yeah.
She was talking about, I think she had mentioned this, that saying that like M Cosmetics, she feels like everyone knows about them from their like lip products, but their blushes are actually like incredible, like the So Soft sticks and these Heaven's Glow blushes, and I agree, their blushes are amazing.
Yeah, they are really nice.
But if you are in the market for us, like if you place a Colourpop order, look at the pearlized blushes because like I think they're
such a nice formula for the price. I think they're like $8.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm getting distracted. Well, I'm gonna spray this Calibre Sunproof Setting Spray. I've really been liking this. I know it has fragrance, but it goes away pretty quick. So, if you've been watching our TikToks, I've been talking about this in our Get Ready With Me's, but I don't even know if that one's posted yet. I'm like losing track. But we did our first event for Clean Coats last Wednesday at Dog People in Santa Monica, and it was great. Well, first of all, that place is so cute.
It's so cute. It's like a social club for dogs, so you pay for your dog to be a member, and then you can go, and there were so many people working.
Yeah, lots of people working, so it seems like a good deal if you work from home.
It's all outside.
And you like want your dog to get some exercise, and you go like every day, like it would be a pretty good deal for the membership. They said like anyone can go that doesn't have a dog, but if you bring your dog, they have to have the membership.
There's like coffee and food. It was just so cute. It's, yeah, all outside. Once it got like dark out, the lights came on. It was also really cute. It was just really cute.
Yeah.
And great experience. We loved everyone we met on their team too.
Yeah, their team was super nice, and the event was just great. Like I felt like there wasn't that many people shopping, but
I always forget how good this mirror is on the NARS palette.
The people that did stop by like seemed like they were just really complimentary of like the packaging, and we had a brush on the table for people to try on their dogs, and everyone that tried the brush bought it, which was amazing. And we
even
just
people
saw
that have like golden retrievers.
yeah, like
To be honest, we didn't think it would work. Like, we're honest, and we were like, yeah, you know, we made it for like short to medium haired dogs. I don't know if it would work the best on long haired dogs, because they usually need brushes that are more aggressive, but it worked on the golden retriever.
Yeah, like really well, and she was impressed and she bought it. And all the dogs like didn't mind being brushed by it because it is so gentle, so that was great to see. I'm going in with this Revlon Micro Brow Pencil. I think Jen Phelps was the one that talked about this, and I ran out of my CoverGirl, so I decided to buy this. When it first launched, it was like $10 or $11, so the CoverGirl was much cheaper, but I got this for like $7, so I thought, why not? I'll try it. We were supposed to do another event on Saturday with wigs and walks, but because of the rain, the forecasted rain, that has been pushed out. So we'll keep you updated on when that one's going to be. We're excited about that because a huge part, like a mission of our brand, is promoting rescuing animals, and Wigs and Walks is like a huge local rescue. Oh, I have glitter on this brush. A huge local rescue, so we love to like partner with people that have similar goals. Okay, I really like this brow pencil. It feels a little bit like the CoverGirl, maybe slightly less creamy, but also a little bit more fine and maybe a little bit more pigmented. Well, the color is different. I got medium brown, and I think this is darker than what I usually use. But so far, I actually really love this, so I'm glad I picked it up. I just love drugstore brow pencils. I feel like you don't need to spend a lot. Oh, I need to wash my makeup brushes. They all still have that L'Oreal Cosmetic shadow. I wore it once. Oh, yeah,
and it just got everywhere.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell them what you're doing on your eyes? I'm just using like a darker color on the outer portion from this. This is the NARS Climax palette. It was limited edition last year. I don't know why they didn't make it permanent, because it's just like jewel tones and beautiful, but I'm going to use like the rose gold today. I'm using the Natasha Denona Safari palette. I know that you can't get this anymore. I thought about we could do a video talking about like our favorite products that have been discontinued.
Yeah, like I just said, this was limited edition too.
Yeah, like I have so many that I still use and love. Their foil shadows are amazing, and they best go on with your finger. This being one of them. I love a good all matte palette, and it just has the most unique shades. And so since I was doing like a peachy eye, I was gonna use this because it has like some pretty peachy like reddish tones. The tamarind shade is my favorite from this whole palette. It's just like the perfect yellow based brown, mid-tone brown, so it's like great for the transition shade. I'm like appalled at how dry my skin is, truly. I also need to wash my makeup brushes. So I went in with tamarind, and then I think I'm gonna do
this Amhara shade. And then I think I'm also going to add a little bit of this Tribe, but I'm going to try Amhara first. I never use this like dark shade in here. I don't even know what it is. It might be purple. It might be like, I think it's dark purple. I'm going to like pretend that's liner. The shades I've used most in this palette are the green and the blue, which is funny, but that's why I bought it, because I was like, whoa, I love those colors. I really want to do more like colorful looks, but it does. Like, I've been loving that lavender eye I've been doing, but it is so springy. So like on a gloomy day, at least for me, I'm like, I'm just going to put bronzer in my crease. Yeah, and for this palette, the colors are just way more fall winter-esque. So oh yeah, that's true. I haven't used it as much. Then today I was like, oh, I could use the rose gold in it. Oh, and with Molly on the lid, another thing I like about this palette, I know you can't get it anymore, so like why am I even talking about it, but it has like these two matte cream shades. One of them is more of like a traditional cream and the other one is like a peachy cream, and I love a matte cream on the lid, so I just feel like it really has everything that I love, and I don't use it enough because you can't buy it anymore, but I don't know, sometimes I just want to like play with it today. Yeah, we were talking about like our outfit photos we post on Instagram, like some of it's like thrifted or just really old. Yeah. But we think like you can take inspiration from other people's outfits. Yeah. And makeup's kind of the same way. Like, I agree. I don't need that exact palette, but I can get inspiration. Yeah, like this Milani mascara I don't even like. I'm just trying to use it up. And I was going to use that today too. We don't even own very many eyeshadow palettes, so I think that's another reason that I like use what I have, is because I'm trying to like rotate through them. Like I cannot use the new Voile palette every time we sit down to do like a video, nor do I want to. I think this is pretty. I really did want to add that Tribe shade. Maybe I'll try just to do a little bit. I actually love how this is turning out. It's like subtle, but pretty. Like I put a little bit of the Tribe just on the bottom. Just trying to blend out this middle section so it blends a little better. But again, my eyelids are so dry that blending over them right now is like really doing nothing. At least this one looks okay. It's really just this one. I need one of those mascara combs. I know, me too. I used to have one. Really? Yeah. Like the metal ones you're talking about, right? Yeah. I used to own one, and I don't know why I would have gotten rid of it. Well, I guess I just get rid of things. But I also was thinking that I think they sell them at Target for like cheap. Yeah, I've looked it up. I think it's like $10. So it wasn't cheap. Yeah, they used to be cheaper. As everything used to be cheaper. I'm gonna use that Milani mascara too. Usually I've been using it as a primer. Like I put one coat of this down and then I go over top with the L'Oreal. But my eyes are kind of bothering me today. So yeah, that's true. It's the one thing, it doesn't bother my eyes. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna use this on its own. It does like hold a curl really well. Like if you curl your lashes well enough, it'll like really hold them in place. But if you use too much, it definitely gets clumpy. You just have to find that like middle ground. I hate filling in my eyebrows with a pencil. I don't know why, but like, you don't have to. No, I do. Because there's just like some sparse areas that look weird when I use brow lift if I don't fill them in. I know we talked about this a ton on like stories and TikTok, but if you guys follow the Zodiac, there's so much shifting of the planets happening this month, and everyone says that it's just going to be like an improved good time for everyone starting in March. I don't know if it's an improved good time for everyone, but it's just a shift. I think it's a shift for everyone in a positive way. And then specifically the fixed signs, March is when it starts. But then I have heard that second half of the year is really when
things will get good for fixed signs. Well, they'll start to get good in March after 3 years of not being great.
Which we can attest to.
And then, like, we'll get exponentially better from like June to December, so.
What's that world?
Yeah, I can't wait for that. I'm using a new brow lift. This is really gross. I don't know if I should even mention this, but I went to go use my brow lift and the entire thing was white. And I honestly don't think it was mold. I looked it up and someone said it could be
Like the salt coming through?
the wax, like a wax, I forget what it's called, when it like kind of like crusts over. But it was like unusable, so I just bought a new one, which that's why it's like great that this product is so cheap. Yeah. But it was so strange, and I haven't heard anyone else mention that. So yeah, there is water in this, but I just don't think it's possible. I'm sure they did all their testing.
Yeah.
Like if you introduce bacteria, I don't think mold would grow. And it didn't smell. It was just like cloudy and white, the entire thing. That was very odd. But this product's so good. I was like, I gotta buy a new one immediately because
It's so good.
I don't want to be without it.
I'm going in with the Jaclyn Cosmetics liner in, what shade is this? Butter Pecan. One of my go-tos.
I'm going with Victoria Beckham O2, this little guy. I bought it back up so long ago and I still haven't used the full of my original one.
I haven't used this lipstick in forever because it's been replaced with Nubian Sand, but it's kind of like peachy, so I thought it would match the eyes, but it's the Lady shade, and I used to love this. I really love this matte formula. It's a very thin matte, and so it wears really well.
I'm using Make Beauty Serum Balm in Nude Nova. I bought these last like spring or summer whenever they launched. I bought 2 shades, this one and the red, and it is a really good formula.
I think I overlined a bit too much my lips, but so just ignore that, if you will. I need to clean up my... It's kind of like a lip oil
Gloss Balm Hybrid. I thought it would look nice with the blush.
Not easy to get off.
Yeah, you have to wait for it to dry.
I thought I did. I have no patience for that.
Okay.
I'm gonna need to just blend over this.
Oh, my hair never looks good. We do these get readies and then my hair is just like, eek.
My lips are a little yikes. I think I overlined too much.
I know, I
fix it.
overlined a lot too, but this liner makes it easy.
I know I'm on day 3 hair and it's looking pretty trashy.
As always, let us know what videos you want to see. We're obviously still posting here on YouTube and trying to come up with new content ideas, so let us know what you want to see, and hopefully you guys like this Get Ready with us.